Alright, hello and welcome. Picking up with my, what I'm calling Ultimate Hunter Challenge. This is part 2, I'm 10 days in, and in order to beat the last time, I need to do it in about 8.5 days. And yeah, so let's load in and continue it. A lot of the focus on this one is going to be leveling the archery. Carcass Harvesting is coming along. I think I can get that kind of naturally as I go. I've got a couple Carcass Harvesting books on me to finish up. And I know I logged out here kind of in the dark. But yeah, warm. I wanted to get out here and see what the weather's like. Oh, it's fairly nice. Alright. So I'm gonna go scout around for some rabbits to plink down. I'm making use of both the fire hardened arrows and the regular arrows. And I'm trying to extend the use of the fire hardens. Every stick out here is doubled. Jeez. Trying to extend the use of the fire hardens. Plink rabbits with them until the hardens are nearly broken. So something like this. Then I want to, if I can, save the arrows to poke bigger animals with, because the fire hardens break on impact on anything you shoot with them. So, you know, just trying to extend the use, like I said. I think I might be able to shoot 2 rabbits. If I don't miss, I think I can shoot 2 rabbits with 1 arrow and then a 3rd target. And as much as I can extend that, I'm going to try. So that'll save time on crafting, certainly. Be looking for any like big game to try to drop a couple arrows in, something like another moose. I was able to get 5 shots into a moose before. These buggers are so hard to hit with these arrows. So that takes it below 50%. That's why they're all breaking. So every one that's below 50% is going to break. I think they only take. Where's that other one? That other arrow. There it is. You'll be able to take about 10% damage if you miss. Yeah, the last one I did was 90%. So. Go up here to the trailer. I have a couple more bunnies. That's not the way. So right now they all break on 2 hits on the bunnies, so really no benefit in saving them for the bigger game. Might as well just use them on bunnies. I think when I get to a higher level of archery, that'll improve though. I might be able to get 3 shots on a single fire hardened. Switch out to the real ones.
Can't feel my hands.
Hoping they're hoping there's gonna be some more bunnies over at the Jackrabbit Island. Kind of cleared those out pretty early in the run. So they might be back. Carrying a lot of sticks on this run just for making fire hardens, of course. Bee bunnies. Dang it.
Too cold to think.
Now I'll get in here and warm up at this trailer. Take advantage of these night spawning bunnies. Get bonus 1. Quick warm up. Trying to get that health bar to actually go up for a change. Now, while it's nice to be conservative with the fire hardens, I gotta also keep in mind it only takes about a half an hour to craft 3 new ones. So realistically, if I'm going on too far of a journey without killing rabbits, I might as well just make extra ones and put them into a bear's backside. Could be some bunnies here at the logging area. Brand new arrow. Get to see what Archery 3 gives me as far as extending the life on these. He might be the only one that's out here. Did clear this area a couple days ago. Alright, so that did the same amount. So yeah, so this doesn't reduce any damage to the arrows apparently. I mean, I should have known that. I was kind of hoping it would. Yeah, so it probably doesn't make any difference. So, like, unless I'm, I basically just have to make them in bigger quantities. Like, there's no way around it. Shoot across to Jackrabbit. Nice buck out here. I don't think I'm going to take the risk on him, though. I can get by with just the rabbits. Hey, how's it going, Thorgrim? And Lippo, how are you? That's right. Extreme hunter. Hunting the really big game tonight. Rabbits. I know, I'm never going to make the front page with these titles like this. I need a media manager, you know, like you. Now you'd probably title it like "Idiot Does Idiocy" or something like that. Oh, he stopped. Son of a bitch.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
I'm here, little bunny. Damn it. This sucks, man. This the rain sucks. And I'm bad. That's a bad combination. God damn it. Alright, is there an easier bunny? This arrow's got one shot left in it.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
It's the thing, Lippo. I wouldn't know how to do a no cheese run. Like, how does that even work? You know, what's considered cheese? You know, to know what's considered cheese, we have to understand what the developers actually intend. And I'm not sure that any of us knows that.
Surrounded by snow. Nothing to drink.
I just don't know that it's possible, honestly. Yeah, well, what about the stones that are much bigger, you know? Well, yeah, exactly. Like, what would you consider a mountain, you know? What do the game devs consider out of bounds? I guess it's wherever they put their kill fields in, or kill zones, which are ridiculous. I mean, there was one point in the game where, in order to cook something, you actually had to interact with the campfire continuously. You wanted to make water, you were holding the water in the fire basically for the entire length of time. Every piece of meat you would have to hold in the fire. They didn't have these convenient little slabs that you put stuff on. Those are newfangled. Alright, I got 6 more shots here. Don't see any fresh bunnies.
Can't feel my feet.
Well, you know, tell Lippo that, because he's always saying I'm cheesing stuff. So apparently I'm playing by the wrong set of rules. I'm cheating. He's got some elitist, you know, set of play ethics that he goes by that I don't understand. Too cold out here anymore. It's called a moral compass. I should get one. You know, I chose my new name based on a god that is known for honor and fairness. I mean, I hope you know that. What do I want to do? I need a lot more feathers if I'm going to make more fire hardened arrows. So I think I do have to go look for feathers. I think I might head out. I think it might be time to head out of this zone. I might go harass the bear in a couple hours here. Let's just warm up. Like you chose it ironically. Oh man. No, it was not ironic. Boys can stay there. Not even gonna bother checking. That guy didn't give me feathers the last time. It's the corpse that's up against the rocks there. But, you know, Tyr is also a war god. So, honorable combat. If the wolves and bears are willing to sneak up on me, and they do all the time, you know, then I don't have to, you know, I don't have to go toe to toe with them. I can outsmart them. Wow, that guy's pretty far out there. Can I get him?
Someplace to escape this cold.
He's a fighter. That's all. Fights for what's right.
Freezing.
Hence my zealous refusal to get the DLC. Really just standing up to that big corporation hinterland. All right, yeah, I think I'm gonna harass this bear. And then I'm going to start getting out of this zone. I need to get... I think I'm going to get up to Pleasant Valley. As much as I hate it, it was kind of miserable the last time. It's the best place to go. Alright, let's do 2 hours. See how warm it gets. Hey Metal, what's up? Are you up early or up late? I should be asleep. That answers it. Alright, let's poke a bear. How about that? This won't end badly, I'm sure of it. Oh man, he's not even home. He's way out there. Oh shit. Man, he is all the way over by Quonset. Alright, let's go meet him there. Not what I wanted, but it's what it's gonna happen. Let's actually put the useful arrows in. Definite shenanigans. But coming up short on feathers right now. So I need to go somewhere with some dead things. I had a lot when I was killing all those wolves up at Timberwolf Mountain, but okay, where'd that bear go? Hang on. Where is he? Oh, he blends in pretty well. He's right there. I see his little feet. Just in case there are wolves over here. I'm going to try to pincushion him with as many arrows as I can. Use up the
That did it.
use up the fire hardens. Excuse me. What a dummy. Come. Dude, come here.
fingers feel numb.
What? He's afraid of a little fire? You know, he could come get me. It's not like I'm gonna jump in the fire to escape him. Come on. If he wanted to, he could come get me. He's just, you know. He's really trying to cheese me, is what the problem is. And I just won't let him. Alright. He would. If he had the chance, he would. Alright, I actually want to try to not hit him in the head. Chase after him. Yeah, that didn't work out very well. I was hoping to get him to just like charge me so I could put a couple in him. Moose is much easier to put pincushion in, make pincushions out of. Bear's a little annoying.
Can't feel my hands. I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Take care, Metal. Wow, look at him go. Oh my gosh. Alright. He is gone. I'm pretty sure that fish is gonna burn. That's okay. Not like I put anything into it. It's beach combed. Did its job to give me a little stink level. Well, just on principle, I've got to pick up the red tools.
Never felt so cold in my life.
In the butt. Come on. Oh my god, this bear is such a runner. Look at him go. Yeah, this is not good. Fire hardens, yes. Regular arrows, no, on the bears. It's just awful. I could get so much more done in this time. It'd be better if I just went for the kill. Like if I, put 2 in his head, he definitely wouldn't run as far, that's for sure. He might just drop dead.
I need to lay down.
Oh, come on. Get back up there. Shit. Alright, I think that was 5 shots in him. 3, 4, 5. Yep. Same as the moose, but damn, it took a lot more effort to do. No idea where that wolf went with that arrow. Alright, next arrow is going to break on impact, so I can more freely use it on deer or a wolf here. that's my wolf there. That black dot was moving around just a second ago. Thank you for the feathers. Just leave that there on principle. I guess he's already partially harvested, so he's not going to make any more feathers.
Horse.
Don't much trust this weather, but get a little carcass harvesting out.
That did it.
Nope. Did a little bit of archery leveling today, not a whole lot, unfortunately. I was going to load.
Never been so hungry in my life.
Well, I decided to chase a bear around Coastal Highway twice. But I did get 5 points archery on him, so. Yeah, I got that going for me. All right, so I'm not not so sure about your math there. Not quite sure I agree with that math. Level 5 harvesting is 200 hours. 200 hours max, like minimum. 200 hours of straight harvesting. It is. It's 10 hours for 10 skill points with the books. So it's the exact same as harvesting. Ten points, 10 hours.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Pro fire management there. Did you see that? Oh, hello. Come over here for a sec. Come over here. Come over here, boys. I got something for you. Come here. Only the cheesiest for you. Oh, some more out here. I was saving it. I'm trying to do some arrow management.
I need some water.
So if the arrow is like really low condition that it'll break on impact, I'm gonna try to use that for things like deer, like basically anything I don't feel like chasing at the time, like, or if I can't chase them at the time. really need to make some water. Yep. I mean that's usually it's not worth managing, but like I said, there are some times where I'm shooting a moose, for example, where I don't want to use the arrows that are going to break right away because I want to save those for other things. So like a moose would be very handy for using like brand new arrows. But if I use the arrows that I know are going to break on something that I don't want to chase, then then I get that arrowhead right away back. So it's just just a little min-maxing that I'm trying. For example, so like let's say I'm traveling, right? Let's say I'm traveling through a blizzard, and I just want arrows to I just want to have some arrows for defense, right? But it's not a situation that I can chase after it if it doesn't break. So like now I've got 3 arrows that I can just use for the next 3 things. If they're wolves, deers, whatever, no problem.
I'm too tired to think straight.
I don't think I really have any fuel to spare. I am very short on fuel. So I think this will be the time that I sleep. I need to get a bunch of health back here. Eat to sleep, but need to get it back. As good a time as any.
if I don't drink.
Shut up. Starts complaining, I just shove a bottle of water in his throat. Technically, I think I have enough stuff. I could make a hat. That actually might... I spend that 3 hours doing it, though. Day 12. I'm so stingy on the feathers. Come on. Generate some more by harvesting. Or not. Well, so what? One of the things that kind of slows you down is as you progress with carcass harvesting, you harvest faster, right? Which means you actually get fewer skill points out of each carcass because you're harvesting it faster. Yeah, I got level 4 pretty quickly. Like, level 4 is not too bad. Rabbits are great because you can bring them indoors. They're very portable. Calling them my portable harvesting kits. See what the weather's like. But, you know, the books are good. I mean, the books are a mixed blessing. The main problem with the books is you have to be full health, or all your meters have to be good. Right? Is this all I want to... Yeah, let's just leave the one. So I can't read the books if I'm tired, which I'm often tired in this challenge, right? In any of these short challenges, I ride the fatigue bar down. So it's definitely it's a catch-22, you know. Because I can harvest the carcasses fine, but that requires either either fire or good weather or being able to bring them indoors. Whereas the book I can read safely indoors. It's a reliable skill point. 10 skill points. But you need to not be tired. So I'm not. I'm gonna try to use a mix. I'm gonna use whatever makes sense in the moment. Right back there, crafting arrows was the right call, I think. God damn, that sucked. Right, these are breakable arrows. I don't really care. I just need to hit him. There we go. Whew. Yeah, archery books I think are really good, especially because if you can get an archery book done early, alright, Bear, your turn. Yeah, if you can get an archery book done early, it saves you from having to make a third bow, for sure. Like, absolutely, I think it pretty much guarantees it, as long as you're not missing a lot. Shut up. Shut up, Lippo. Don't even type it. See? Perfect use for the breakable arrows. I have no need to chase after either of those two. No need or want to. No, even with my accuracy rate, reading a book early pretty much guarantees I don't need to use I've figured this out in the Wolf Wrangles. Even I'm good enough to not need a third bow. And I was kind of consistently needing a third bow, even like for the last 10 wolves or so. Which was really sad, because that's another 6 hours onto the run. 6.5 hours. Even more than that, because you got to count harvesting the cured guts and finding the sapling. Yep, saplings. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. Trucking. Yeah, there's a couple places where you can get like a group of birch saplings. I think like here is one spot. And then on the other side of the next rock, I think, is another spot. Pretty sure that's the wolf I shot. Maybe not. He's a little aggro. Even if it is the wolf I shot, I can get a second skill point off him, maybe. these arrows are not expendable. Try to put it right in his head. Ah, damn! Denying me. No, I haven't gone anywhere higher than this level. I haven't gone towards the lookout at all. No, I'm not. I wasn't going for the rope. I wasn't going for the rope. I was only that far over to look for saplings and because that's where my bear and the wolf went. And then I found this other wolf. This is the one that usually kind of guards that curve up there. That takes you up to the road that goes to the lookout. No, I don't ever see a reason to take that rope climb. Yeah, if there's any saplings up there, I'm gonna get them probably when I go out to Pleasant Valley. But I'm
I would
not
like almost anything about now.
not probably going anytime soon. It's good weather, but I'm gonna be picking up some feathers around here with all these kills. And so I can keep making arrows. Those are skill points. Hey, Sam. What's up? Hit hello before a couple hours of sleep. Alright. Go get your sleep. Go to bed. Marathon running wolves. Thought I got them pretty good. And okay, here's the trail. Hey, don't worry about it, Lucas. If you tune in most nights about this time, I'm playing the Long Dark. It's pretty... Just check the category. You'll probably find me. Alright, I gotta pick up that blood trail. It's back here. Oh. And new run to do it even better. It's just another new story. I said this to somebody the other day, and I think it's the wisest thing I ever said. Is this death will save your life in a future run. I don't have many gems. Alright, this is not an arrow that is due to break. Fortunately, this wolf is right in the way. Just take a straight, non-cheesy shot. Avoid chasing my arrow, or do I take a cheesy shot?
I need something to drink. And soon.
Look at that cheese shot. I know, I'm abusing the game's pathing and AI to take a free headshot at the wolf. I remember I made that an argument like on one of my early wolf wrangler attempts when people were mocking me for like using slopes and things like that. That did not go over well. I don't think people bought it. Man, I like to travel, but I might actually still travel. Just gather these, hopefully a few extra feathers here. Just keep going. That's right. Yeah, exactly. It's like survival is the strategy. All right, whatever it takes. You know, we're humans. We're meant to use our minds to outsmart the wildlife. Yeah, Yinzers, thanks for the lurk. I have full sprinted off cliffs about this size to avoid bears. Full sprint. No shame in that. All right. Got a breakable arrow here. Try to hit a little broadside. Like I said, I don't care about the arrow, because it's going to break anyway. I guess I'm close to this plane crash. I can check it out. I can if I had, you know, I had them. Got 3, but not a lot. The problem is, like, these fire hardens are brand new. I'd rather use them on bunnies. Like, take one shot at a bunny. You know, if I take one shot on a bunny for the first time, the arrow won't break. If I shoot at anything else, the fire hardens break. So I can get 2 uses instead of just 1 if I use them on bunnies first. Yeah, good to see you, Sam. Go to bed. Dream about what you're going to do on your next run. No. New run hype is the. We're not going to dwell on the end of runs. We look forward to the new one. Yeah, you can switch between them while you have the bow out. If you see on the lower right, the icon changes. The wiggly arrow are the fire hardens. On PC, it's just R. It's the reload button. Oh my gosh, a bear! So you can switch between them. I didn't go all the way over here. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss any birch. Let's go over here. Yes, those are birch, I think. They blend in. No, it's just the one. Oh well. I don't know how relevant it's going to be. I've got a few birch or on me. 2 cured, carrying another cured maple and some cured guts just in case. And I'm not going to need a 3rd bow, but I'm going to carry it with me as long as I don't need to worry about weight too much here. But yeah, let's get out of here. More bears, more moose. More fun in the next zone. Yeah, the weather's just too good for travel right now. The hat is really, really, really optional to me. Like, it's, you know, it's below reading the books, really, for me right now. Ended up on top of the trailer. So, yeah, there's a clip on my channel of me coming out of that trailer right there, walking about, 20 feet or something, and I was looking kind of this direction, turned and looked at something else and turned back, and there was a bear, like, right there. And he instantly went into a charge. He basically spawned right in front of me. And I just had to book it for that door. That was, it was the worst. But yeah, I'm going to bring all these, the rabbit mats. Not that I've not been to the barn yet to see if the rabbit hat's there. That's another reason why I don't want to craft the hat too soon. Right there too. This is fine. I'm actually fine with it not being like a full cluster of 4 or 5 birch. I'm not going to need that many. I don't know that I'll even need these two. but I'll definitely take them. Probably going to make the farmhouse my next kind of base of operations. I definitely want to cheese Barney there, if I can. Yeah, Barney's going down. If I didn't get to him last time, but yeah, he's going down this time. I might even try dancing. I've practiced dancing the bear, dancing with Barney. Damn, that hit him in the leg. Alright, might get a couple of points out of this if he comes back. Kind of trapped here a little bit. Oh, he made it out. He made it out. Well, you know, a moving target. Ooh, my bow is nearly dead. I gotta find where it dropped my moose meat. There it is. I'm not gonna stay here. I'm gonna keep going. Trying to trigger some feather drops here. I know, yes. Feathers are everything. Especially for the fire hardens, you know, like it's a really tough choice to use five feathers for 3 fire hardens versus, you know, 3 at a time for good arrows, which I can get 3 shots out of anyway. I do think fire hardens need to be a little bit better. They're a little too fragile for what they do. And I think there's evidence to that because people just don't use them. You know, I think if they were decent, people would use them more often. I mean, I don't have a better argument than that, really. But yeah, it is. As far as the feather economy goes, it's a tough choice.
I think I can use this.
These are... yeah, they are better. Is there a chess streamer with that name? No, Hikaru, he was talking. He's been playing the game for a really long time. He said since the beta, and you know, just coming back, went back to it. Uncultured swine. Chess is all cheaters and AI now. I'm a real cynic about that. Like, there's just like all the technology is just so out there, right? I mean, I would say the same thing about, you know, something like a presidential debate. You know, like the communication technology is such that they can put very small hearing, you know, listening devices. I'm sorry, like not like hearing aids, but I'm losing the word, but you know, very tiny devices inside the ears to communicate with people. Yeah, and it's all, you know, it's all bone conductivity for the two-way communication, so they can hear you. Finish out this bow. It's only 7 minutes. I kept the second bow ready to go. So yeah, real cynical about that goes. And there's been some high-profile cheats caught, right, recently. I admit I don't follow it too closely, but I read sometimes. Right, actually, I'm gonna drop. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the old bow. Just for extra half kilo of weight. It's close to dead anyway.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
I don't see you watching his streams. You're in here with me. Maybe you were Googling chess and misspelled it in cheese and landed here? I don't know. Alright. I didn't end up with very much coal. I left a whole lot of that back there. Damn it. Yeah, I need to go grab some more. I think I just need to go down this passage. I don't want to come out of here with only 8 coal. Not when there's like 40 some in here. That's being too stingy. This is Pleasant Valley we're talking about. There we go. Yeah, I'm not going to grab all 40. I think I've got like 18 or 20, something like that. That's fine. It's better than 8, I'll put it that way. Sounds a little cold out there. Oh, it's an aurora? Shit balls. All right. I debated going back to the workbench. That might have been. There were no lights in the mine, though. But I don't know. Maybe this just kicked in as I came out. Yeah, I was going to go back to that, think about going back to that workbench. There's one dork right there.
Just making my head feel thick. Wait. It's so cold. Up again.
Just remember, they're afraid of the light. Whew. Easy. And loot this, hoping to find some herbal tea. That would be great.
Wonder if this is any good to eat. I'm so tired, I could just lay down right here. This'll come in handy.
Finally.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Oh heck yeah, if you need storage, this is the place for it. Yep. Yeah, there's a table, like a folding table, usually blocking that cabinet door. You can either break it down for reclaimed wood or just move it with the safe house customization. Yeah, it used to be your only option was to break it down if you wanted to get in there. And it was always a huge disappointment because there's usually nothing in there. Yeah, I don't want to risk tussling with Aurora wolves tonight. I think this might just be a sleep opportunity. Yeah, if you ever needed, reclaimed wood, it was usually the first thing to break down, just to get a look at it. I mean, truthfully, with all these lights around here, this is almost safer during an aurora than without. Although if, things go bad, they go real bad. I would really love to find some herbal tea, though. That would just be very efficient for me. Yeah, definitely famous last words, but, pretty much everything I say could be a potential famous last word. It's the streamer's curse. Especially me. I'm not by that.
Could end up being useful.
And I did qualify it. I said it's almost safer during an aurora here.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
But my health is actually pretty good, so I'm not really willing to skip out totally.
If I can drop any of this gear.
Probably gonna bypass looting this entire town. But since it's here and I got to wait out in Aurora, let's do it. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it over to the signal tower, I'll be honest. This run may not last long enough to need that.
I need to drop something.
I'm not gonna bother anything else looting here. I'll loot the store. If I've got a streetlight path over to the store, I'll loot it. Otherwise, I'll hold off. I don't know. This is sketchy. Can't really see over that hill to see if they're sitting right there. All right. Yeah, it was the sight line, like that hill is
I might have to drop some gear.
pretty lame. I do not need a rifle book. I want to try to get some repairs done, and then sleep a little bit. Probably not going to be a full sleep. I don't really have a lot of health regen. clothing. I mean, honestly, nothing I really want to repair. None of it's like good enough. I'm not going to get enough bang for the buck out of the repairs right now. Never mind, no DLC. Yeah. Yeah, I think let's get a 6 hour. Yeah, let's make it 7. Sounds real cold.
Can't feel my feet.
Warm up everything I got. I'm gonna head north towards the birch forest. Should be several packs of bunnies, enough for me to do some leveling there.
That's done.
no, I'm gonna need that. Never mind. I'm gonna need that. Exactly. They're take more hunting skill than any other animal, I think. Right, I don't have any disposable arrows right now, so. Pass on those right now for the moment. Yeah, I should have dropped them. I wanted to see if yeah. So there's no time where archery skill reduces the damage your arrows take. That's what I'm getting. I've never really paid attention to it, but I think I've definitely got confirmation there. Oh, that was a fucking fire hardened. Get off me, 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 get off me. Fuck! Classic mistake. Yeah. Pry bar is actually fairly good. And my knife was at like 24%. So that wasn't going to be an option at all anyway. Damn it. Yeah. Shoot. All right. Let's see what the journal said though. 79% accuracy. Yeah, like I said, there was no option. Like the pry bar was the choice. The knife was at 24% or so. So it had to have been the pry bar. And I was planning on it. I intentionally didn't create a hatchet because there's really nothing. Hey Deadpool, welcome in. Yeah, I didn't make the hatchet because like it's not like Wolf Wrangler. Like, I'm not at risk of getting into very many struggles. And the hatchet's just an anchor weighing you down. How's it going, Deadpool? Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Because it was at 24%, it very likely would have broken partway through the struggle. Like it wouldn't have. It, but that's not an option. I need something to make arrows with, right? I need a knife. I had whetstones. I need a knife. I'm not going to go back to the forge. Pry bar was the only option. And I knew that like from the start. Even if that knife had been 90%, I would have used the pry bar. No, I wouldn't have survived. Like the knife is not that good. Like the if you compare, okay, hang on. All right, let's go. If you compare, I'm gonna pull it up here. Let me see how I can let's do a screenshot here. All right, let's discuss it. I'm gonna pull it up on the stream here in just a sec. All right, there we go. That's the chart from the wiki, which I believe is accurate. Improvised knife has flea chance of 1.3%, does 2% damage, which is fine. The flea chance on the pry bar is 1.5%. I just wanted him to go away, right? Like fleeing is the better option. Like damaging him doesn't matter. Right? These are very similar percentages, but when you add on top of that the fact that my knife was at like 24% and may have broken halfway through the struggle, I think it I think it still makes sense. So, the damage you can kind of ignore. You've never, well, I've survived. You definitely can survive with the pry bar. Absolutely. Like neither is a great option, but especially in the situation in this run for this purpose, the pry bar was the option. I would have loved to bring the heavy hammer. That's 4%. Hang on, let me put it back up. 4% heavy hammer to break the struggle. I know it's right there at the bottom where the chat is. Uh, see if I can adjust it. Doop. There we go. Heavy hammer is a nice tool for getting out of struggles. It was a bad, like it wasn't a bad call. It was just a bad situation. Like there was no good option. The best option was to not get in the struggle in the first place. And yeah, so we're talking about like we're not talking about the real mistake, which was shooting with a fire hardened arrow. But the other the alternatives are either carry the hammer or carry the hatchet. Hatchet I would literally in this run only use for a struggle. So that's just an anchor around my ankles for the whole run in the hopes that possibly it might save me in a struggle. Hammer, same thing. It's even heavier though. So yeah, the pry bar is not a great option, but it is an option. It's a better option in that case than the knife was by 0.2%. Uh, yeah, sorry, Deadpool. You kind of came in right at the end here. I decided to shoot a wolf with a fire hardened arrow and ended it. So another bad ending to this challenge for me. But welcome in, everybody. Hope you're having a good night. Sorry if I'm sounding a little terse. I'm trying to defend my split-second decision and my long-term decision at the same time, really, because like literally the only plan was ever to use the pry bar. The knife was never going to be an option in any struggle, in any sense during this challenge. So you may disagree. You may disagree. Do your runs the way you want to, but I'm explaining myself by using the math. You know. Yeah, I got to archery 4. I mean, both of them, both of the skills ended up at 4. So, I'm not really sure on the pacing. So that was day 13. I had basically maybe 5 to 6 days left in order to beat my last time. Which I don't know, could have done it. I think the archery would have come a little faster than the carcass harvesting. But then basically, once archery's done, I can just sit down and focus on the carcass harvesting and just blast through it. I can pop stims or whatever it takes to to have extra health to harvest. Take care, Gray. That's fair. Um, I was trying to think like obviously like for wolf wrangler, which is probably what you see me do a lot. Like obviously, I'm going to make the hatchet because there's going to be multiple struggles in a wolf wrangler. You got to plan on that. Um, I think the last time I really, in the long term run, it's easy, there's no problem carrying carrying a hatchet because I've got, the extra carry capacity, moose satchel, backpack, all of that. So that's not a problem. I think the last short run that I used the pry bar exclusively was the snow shelter challenge, actually. Can carry the hatchet. Yeah, but then that slows down lots of other things. Plus, again, it's heavy, heavier. There's not a lot, It's a choice I made. How about what? How about what? You do this challenge. You make your choices. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove that I did it wrong. And I'm always willing to change my mind about something like that, you know. But yeah, I think it was not a bad choice. The main problem was not switching the arrows. So clearly that was the mistake. It was even a good hit. He would have gone down.